As both coaches and lifters, we often focus on nothing but the lower body during the squat. But it's really important that we ensure that our setup in our upper body, particularly our grip, is correct before we initiate the actual squat itself. What I'm referring to in this video in particular is the hand, wrist, elbow position. What I'm looking for with a lot of my guys is that they maintain a vertical forearm, a neutral wrist, elbows pointing down toward the ground, knuckles pointing toward the ceiling. And what that helps with is effectively keeping your posture or torso upright during the squat. It also helps with the direction of the bar during the squat, and in addition to that, it also ensures that the lifter is able to maintain a nice solid stable trunk at which they can squat with. So effectively the cues that I give my guys is that when they set up, I want their grip to be as narrow as comfortably possible, whilst making sure that the knuckle is pointing toward the sky and the elbow is pointing down toward the feet, like so. Now, if you've got limited external rotation mobility in the shoulder, then you're probably going to have difficulty with this. I suggest doing a series of external rotation mobility drills, which I'll cover in another video, but just doing this alone will actually improve your mobility in this position. It might be extremely uncomfortable initially, it might be difficult to get into this position, but it's really important that you do so. I find that those people who do the back squat with an extended wrist and the elbow pointing rearwards, which is common, tend to squat with a very hip dominant posture or lean forward excessively. Obviously, keeping a vertical forearm, neutral wrist, knuckle pointing to the sky, elbow pointing toward the ground is a really good way of making sure that you squat almost vertically with regards to your torso. But what it also helps with is it allows you to effectively pull the bar down into your back, which effectively activates lats, mid-back, because that inserts into thoracolumbar fascia, which is indirectly connected to your pelvis. So it not only helps support your upper body, but it helps support that pelvic position as well in the bottom of the squat. So really try and make sure that when you are squatting itself, you're keeping your knuckle directly pointing toward the sky, elbow pointing toward the ground, and you're keeping your shoulder blades pinched together.